Hi everyone, it's Gemma here. I just wanted to talk to you all briefly about when our good friends go bad. It happens to all of us in our lives. We have these people that we love and we care about and we're familiar with, and then they change. And they don't change in a good way. They don't change in a way that's gonna help them or help you. It can be hard to see your friend or your best friend or your cousin going through a really hard time. Now, what I suggest and recommend is that you be there for them. You be there for them the best that you can and try to make it work. Even if you're drifting apart, you're different, things like that. Just do your best to be supportive and a shoulder when they need it. Now, if that doesn't work, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you have to cut the ties. You have to let them go because it will slowly eat away at you. Now, what makes good friends go bad? Well, in my experience, lots of things can do that. Some big ones for me that I've experienced in my life have been things like they get a new boyfriend or girlfriend and they change them, whether on purpose, unintentionally, whether that's their choice, the other person's choice. They're just different. Maybe they're not good for them, maybe they are, but something in them clicks and you guys just don't work in sync anymore. So that's a big one. People change when they're with other people, and you want it to be good changes. You want it to be things that are gonna make them better versions of themselves, but you can't do that for them. That's their thing. So that's been one thing that I've experienced, and it sucks. You have to let them go. You have to let them live their lives the way that they want. Another huge one is getting into drugs. Now, this is a sad subject. It's a sour one because it's the worst of them all. Because it's not someone that's changing the person that you love, it's something. And it's tough. It's really tough to watch someone that you care about slowly and drastically change and become worse versions of themselves. Now, if you like to party and you like to do drugs, that's your choice. But just know that it'll catch up with you. Life's all about choices, and when you like to party, you're going to come to a choice. And that choice is going to be to continue doing it or to move on. And if you continue to move on, your life will continue to go up from there. But if you continue to keep doing it, whether that's once a month, once a year, once a week, it will catch up with you in the long run, whether that be your health, your personality, your happiness, anything, And then we see the people on the streets, and do you think that they tried it the first time and thought, I want to do this forever. I don't want to have a home. I don't want to have family. I don't want to have friends. I don't want to have money. I want to live for drugs. Of course not. No one thinks that. And it's a disease and it's sad. But just remember that if you're getting into it or you have been into it, it's time for you to make that choice. And I totally suggest calling it quits because you'll feel a lot better about yourself and your body will thank you and praise you for that. So if you know someone, a best friend or a cousin or a sister or a brother that's changing because they're doing drugs, like I said, try and be their shoulder, try and support them, try and be that positive person that they need in their lives drastically. But if it doesn't work, set yourself free because it will slowly eat away at you. When you're a really positive person and you're surrounded by negative people, there's two things that can happen. We're going to hope for this one. Your positivity is going to rub off on them and they're going to become more positive people. It's hard to change people. Only people can change themselves. So that's a tough one. The other one is their negativity is going to rub off on you. You can be the most positive person in the world, but if you're surrounded by someone who's grumpy all the time, negative, has nothing good to say, is a pessimist, eventually you're going to be pissed off. Not on purpose, not because you want to, not necessarily because you're pissed off at them, just because their vibes are getting absorbed by your body. Now, I'm all about being there for people and spreading the love. But at the end of the day, you only have you. That's it. So you got to make the choice that's best for you. And sometimes that means saying goodbye to people that you really care about. Now, I know it's hard and it sucks, but just think that they're going to come around. They will. If you're meant to have that person in your life and that friendship is meant to stay strong, it will. And it doesn't mean that you don't still love them. It doesn't mean that you don't still wish them happy birthday and Merry Christmas, because that's not it. It's bigger than that. It's about happiness. So if you have a friend or someone close to you, family or friend, I guess, that's going through some stuff and changing, do your best to be there for them. And if it starts to affect you and the wonderful person that you are, set them free. Because when you do, you'll feel this just weight lifted off your shoulders, and you'll be free from their ties, from their negativity, from their persona that is changing and bringing you down. So that's my word of advice for today. I know it can be tough, but you deserve the best. So never forget that. Stay healthy and stay happy.